drive that consumer experience, you need to drive retail excellence. And to drive retail excellence, you need to make sure that everybody behind the scenes driving the best in class in their operating model to deliver the consumer experience. One big piece that's missing from that retail experience is you've got to deliver the associate experience. The associate is the one who's going to deliver your consumer experience. The first thing we did is to say, well, what is the strategic approach we're going to take? Not just to find any technology to help make parts of it right, but what's the actual goal? The simple strategic approach, 3 criteria. Simplify, consolidate, reduce. What was really key for us is whatever technology we chose had to hit all 3 criteria. If you're going to make an associate experience, it needs to be easy. It needs to be easy because you need to free that time up to move across into selling. So it needs to be simple. How do I access everything I need to do to run my store? How do I access what schedule's coming on? How do I access my inventory management system? And it had to be really clear so that anyone could run in and run that store. Within 3 months of doing Store IQ, we surveyed everyone to make sure that they were happy with it. And we'd already saved 4 hours a week in just then being able to have a simplified process. It doesn't sound a lot, but it's 300k is worth of labour cost. And the idea, just to be clear, through this process, the idea is not to take that 300k and say thanks very much. The idea is to move it, so from tasking into consumer engagement hours. Simplify the process, simplify the communication, simplify the tasking, make it an easy thing to do. The next thing the technology needed to do is it needed to consolidate. So when we first looked at it, we thought there must be about 10 applications and portals and dashboards the stores would need to use to run the store. 21. And 21 apps or portals or whatever dashboards, all saved on the back office PC, all saved in different places, each store doing it differently, making it chaotic. So what really helped us is then, with the tablet, you've got 3 applications. You have Store IQ, you have your workforce management tool, and you have your inventory management system. And what we were able to do with Store IQ is that we've still got about 10, but because they only see the landing page, they can just go straight across to all these applications. The store actually feel that it's one. We also, within this, were able to consolidate knowledge, consolidate trainings, video content for self-help, which we use a lot. The second part, consolidate, which is really key for us, was how we communicate with the stores. So how am I communicating? It's obviously you've got a portal maybe that does a newsletter or sends out updates. You've got emails, you've got phone calls. So by consolidating, what we did was we eliminated the email. So basically put all the messaging onto Store IQ. If you want to send comms down, it goes through there. If you want to do task management, it goes through there. 60,000, this is the biggest one. The VM was the biggest one for us, 67,000 images. And actually at the beginning it was twice that. So the VM team have actually been the best champions of how do you reduce the task, how do you reduce the comms. And they actually reduced all their comms by 50%. And then 148,000 tasks. And to be honest, most of them have to be done, but it's how you do it and how you ask people and how you direct them to do it is key. And one of the things I really like, probably the biggest, one of the best stats for me is that the stores access Store IQ, the homepage, 8 times a day. And that's where everything sits. So what we do with the homepage, we adjust it, we put on peak, so fit for peak, so that they go on it, there's a tile, they can click on it, they can then access everything they need to know, which is all sitting there, but it pulls all the links together, so they've got, right, for Q4 I know what I need to do. I think what's key for us is that this is information we didn't know, because you don't see it. It's email traffic, it's phone calls, it's everything, and suddenly we can start to see it. Instantly, one spot, one place for that associate to start freeing up time, to start now going out. I have the knowledge, I know what I need to do, and I can go out and deliver that experience and that fantastic concept.